Well, amid increasing pressure from the east as well as internal tensions at home, Ukraine's Western allies are arriving to Kyiv to reassure President Zelensky and his government that their support is unwavering. The Kyiv government is short on funds and their military is in increasingly short supply of munitions. In addition, the Kremlin's ambitions seem to be growing, considering recent statements made by Russian President Vladimir Putin calling for an expansion of what he calls demilitarized zones. Now, the city of Kharkiv was mentioned in his statements. Earlier today, during a visit by Portuguese Foreign Minister João Cravinho in Kyiv, Portugal reiterated its support for Ukraine. This in terms of military support as well as in terms of EU and NATO accession. In a joint news conference with his Ukrainian counterpart, Dmytro Kuleba, Cravinho said Portugal will support Kyiv for as long as necessary until victory, and said that Ukraine's place is within NATO. We will be active on three fronts. On the bilateral front, supporting Ukraine for as long as necessary until victory. On the European Union front, being an active supporter of Ukraine within the European Union and supporting rapid progress in the accession negotiations, starting naturally with the first intergovernmental conference, which in our opinion should be held as quickly as possible, and also supporting the process of bringing Ukraine closer to the transatlantic alliance, given that Ukraine's place is effectively within our alliance, within NATO. Kuleba said that a military and political shakeup that is expected to happen soon will not have any impact on Kyiv's relations with its Western allies. Speculation has gripped Ukraine for weeks over suggestions that the president was about to dismiss the highly popular army commander, General Valery Zaluzhny. European Union Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell also arrived in Kyiv today, bearing some good news. European Union Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell also arrived in Kyiv today, bearing some good news. The European Union approved a 4-year, €50 billion facility for Ukraine last week, in a major boost for Kyiv, which depends heavily on its Western allies for military and financial support.
Thanks to the leadership of the President of the Commission, the Lion, the President of the European countries, Michel, finally all member states agreed on giving these 50 billion for supporting Ukraine in a moment in which certainly Ukraine needs that more, and we will continue working in order to increase our military support.
Borrell said that his talks in Kyiv would discuss support for Ukraine on both the military and financial sides, as well as Kyiv's progress in its reform path in its bid to join the 27-member bloc. Ukrainian military officials have said they face an acute shortage of ammunition and artillery shells as Russian forces press on with renewed assaults on several areas in the east and southeast of the country. Borrell was in Poland yesterday, meeting with Polish Foreign Minister Radosław Sikorski in an effort to address just that problem. Borrell said yesterday that the problem in Europe isn't insufficient European production capacity, but the fact that the munitions are already spoken for by contract to other third parties. Now, he called for individual member states to make a political decision and delay delivery to their other clients, giving precedence to Ukraine.